Hey, what is up, guys? This is Puerto Rican Boy, and today I'm going to review the PSP title Daxter. Before I do that, though, I want to say something about after Jak 3, the Jak and Daxter games started to go downhill. Don't get me wrong, none of the Jak and Daxter games are bad. Jak X is an exception to this rule about it going downhill because it's not a regular title. It's a racing game. There's only two more games that are actually platforming, which is Daxter and The Lost Frontier. So anyways, let me go on with Daxter with the story. So the story is actually a prequel, which takes place in the Jak 2 era, in that the Rift Rider has crash landed on Haven City, and Daxter escapes, but Jak is captured. So it's up to Daxter to save Jak, and that's what the game's supposed to explain. Now, my biggest issue with this is that the story actually has nothing to do with saving Jak. It's a completely different story, and really the only thing related to the main story of saving Jak is at the end, and yeah, I'm just gonna spoil the ending. Well, of course, what do you think happens in Daxter at the ending? Really, that the end is the only part that really relates to actually saving Jak. Anyways, and what happens is that 2 years pass still, and nothing is explained within the past 2 years. It's like if Crisis Core, which is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII, if Crisis Core was just to take place in Nibelheim, and it would be the entire game is in there. That's pretty much what it was like, the story. So anyways, Daxter's in a bar, and an old man named Osmo comes in and decides to recruit Daxter to his extermination company. Now, they don't just exterminate little bugs like ants and cockroaches. No, instead what they do is kill metal bugs, which is like metalheads except smaller. And apparently, according to the story, the mythos, I guess, metal bugs are able to pass the city's shield walls, but the regular metalheads can't. So they're always outside the shield walls, but they just can't get into the city. But metal bugs can because they're so small. So it's up to people like the extermination companies, like the one run by Osmo, to kill those metal bugs. And that's pretty much the whole game. That's it. Like, yeah, there is an antagonist, but really, that it's a very simple plot. There's really no plot twist. Well, yeah, there is a plot twist, but it's not really that special. The story was fairly weak. The gameplay. Well, the gameplay, it's kind of like the PS2 games and kind of isn't. For one, Daxter uses combos, something that the Jak and Daxter games didn't have. Because you're given, since you're an exterminator, you're given stuff an exterminator would use, like bug spray. Bug spray stuns enemies. Or the fly swatter, it's like this electric swatter, and you can do combos with it. And of course, you can use the bug spray later on you can use it as a hover to fly around the level. There's not really much to say on the gameplay part, except you're playing as Daxter, so there's also some other things. Since you are an exterminator, you're given exterminator weapons, and because you are an Otso, you're a little animal rodent, you're gonna be crawling around holes a lot, you'll be climbing walls, and wall jumping a lot, and of course it's a lot bigger in platforming than the PS2 titles. And that's probably because the combat's not so well done, in that you're really, for the fly swatter, you're just constantly hitting square and just to do the combos. And if you get in a combo where, at the end of the combo, Daxter will do a flip and smash the bug. And from then on, the rest of the combo is just flipping and then smashing bugs. And that's the most powerful attack, and you can kill a whole room of bugs just by doing that. And later on, the spray pack with the bug spray, you can upgrade it so that it gets a flamethrower. And by then, you know what? Combat is meaningless because all the enemies die in one hit from the flamethrower. This is actually by far the easiest Jak and Daxter game ever created. And then there's another problem, which is the checkpoints. The checkpoints is every step that you take, there's a checkpoint. It's ridiculous, People complained about Jak 2 having no checkpoints. And so guess what? Ready at Dawn, the people that made this game, they decide, okay, fine, we're going to give you all checkpoints. Every single step you take is going to be checkpointed. So really the game just tries to go more into the platforming portion. And really, in combat, when you kill an enemy, you're given a health pack, which is also a resource that was limited in Jak 2. Because in Jak 2, you barely got a health pack. It was a miracle if you got a health pack. In this game, Daxter, if you kill an enemy, you're given a health pack, and it heals like a third of your health. And you're never going to be low on health. And if you die, there's always going to be a checkpoint. So there's no worries. However, in terms of, how fun it was, yeah, it was definitely a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It is a pretty good game. It's just way too easy. And to be quite honest, it kind of killed the replay value for me. There's only actually I can't really think of a section that gave me shit. Maybe the boss fights. The boss fights when I first tried it, it gave me crap. But other than that, there's not really that much difficulty. It was actually kind of underwhelming and disappointing. It's a hell of a good game, don't get me wrong, but it's really easy. I do recommend this game if you are a Jak and Daxter fan. I don't recommend this game if you're trying to try out the series. Instead, I recommend the PlayStation 2 games. Or even the newest one, The Lost Frontier. Just be based on Daxter's lacking difficulty. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with probably my favorite level in the game. And until then, I'll see you guys later. This is Puerto Rican Boy, and I am out.
Hello, Bug. You too furry for Metal Ugly. Hey, you be Bug Squisher? You work for Osmo? You guy I call!
Yeah, me Bug Squisher, you big lug. Now put me down.
Oh, so sorry, little orangey pal. Me brooder. Me own fish cannery. But me nasty metal bugs eating all me fishy foods. Brooder lose business.
Well, that's what I'm here for. You can thank me now.
Ah, yes. Thanks I give for you help. But me main storage area is where most nasty bugs sneak. You protect that? You squish them all, orangey pal?
Yeah, I'll clean them out. Whew! As if the smell in this place wouldn't already do the trick.